Good morning, traders. How are we? I hope you are well. I hope you still have the shirt on your back after yesterday's busy news day. Yeah, we've got an equally busy news day today as well, guys. So yeah, strap in. As usual, guys, we're going to look back at yesterday's trades. We're going to look at today's potential trades, and we're also going to look at the important news for today as well. So let's get started. Before I look at yesterday's trades, guys, 3 things before my editor beats me. Discord channel, guys. We've now, in the process of starting our VIP channel as part of Discord, so check that out. Lots of great ideas on there. We're also got our live stream every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. Thanks to everyone who turned up yesterday and asked some questions. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you the details. All the information for all of these wonderful things are in the video description. Right, so yeah, let's start with yesterday's trades then, guys. Okay, so this was the first one we were looking at. This is euro against the Canadian dollar, guys. All right, so price had come up into this grey zone. This large grey zone is a weekly area of resistance. Yeah, and then we thought price was starting to break down. Yeah, lower lows, lower highs. But price wanted to come back up and test this weekly resistance area again. Yeah, come back down, sort of saw a double top pattern, and then, yeah, we broke these lows. Okay, so structurally for me, guys, we were in a downtrend at this point, and we were just looking to take price back down to this blue line. If we zoom in a little bit, we also had this very wonderfully bearish candle, but then yesterday, a very news driven day, this is what can happen. Yeah, we had a super bullish green candle and price has come back up and we're back up at these highs, guys. So for me, it's still a very interesting area. Let's see how price reacts at this zone. It's still a short for me, this pair, but it all depends on how price reacts at the top here. But yeah, news driven day yesterday. But let's see if we could get in on this pair. And this is a very interesting trade, guys. And I talk about this in the VIP area yesterday. So yeah, we had our grey zone mapped out. All right, so let me just zoom out a bit so you can see the bigger picture. So this grey zone here was the area we were looking for price to react at. Yeah, we had reaction here, 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 here. So price had reacted historically in this area, and we were looking for price to react in this area again. All right, and a couple of things here that are interesting, guys. I can't zoom in so much because look at this move. This move was so bullish. It's difficult to zoom in, but this is what I'm going to show you, guys. So price come into our grey zone, as you can see. All right. And then we got this candle. Okay. We got this candle form within our grey zone. This is a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. Okay, so if that was the only reason we entered a trade, you would enter this trade. You would enter here, put your stop here, and you would be looking to take price back down to these lows here. Okay, but there is more to this trade than just this H1 bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. Okay, so like I say, we want to look at all of the other time frames. When we see our entry candle, then look at H4 and even M15 to really make sure the trade is good. Make sure we have enough reasons to trade this. So we got our H1 entry candle, yeah, and we got this at 2 o'clock on 2 o'clock yesterday. However, 2 things. If we go to the H4 chart, at this time, this candle had formed. Okay, so just before this candle, the H1 candle, we had this H4 candle. Would you short this H4 candle? And the answer is no. Yeah, I wouldn't short this H4 candle. Okay, so H4 told me to stay out of this trade. Yeah, even though we had a H1 trigger candle. Then I also dropped down to the M15 chart. Okay, and I was looking for a breakdown in H1 structure. And this was that candle here. This was this H1 candle. Okay, and we were looking for a breakdown in M15 structure. This is another piece of confluence we can look for. And again, we didn't get it, yeah? We just kept getting higher highs, higher lows all day. Not once did M15 structure break. Yeah, if it had broken these lows, yeah, it would have given us a piece of added confluence, yeah, to take this lower. But to be honest with you, that H4 candle also put me off trading this pair. All right, so yeah, this is how I traded it, guys. Like I said, I wrote a small piece about this in the VIP area, explaining why I stayed out of this trade. And it was for those reasons, guys. All right, so yeah, I had no trade on Euro Canadian dollar. And thank God I did stay out of it. Look at the H1, bang. Okay, and like I say, it is in this interesting area now. So let's see what it does today. The second trade from yesterday was this. It was the pound against the Canadian dollar. Okay, if you remember, guys, yeah, we were looking for Canadian dollar strength. So yeah, on the day chart, we were looking at this, guys. So price similar to Euro Canadian dollar come up to this large grey zone, and this large grey zone is a weekly area of resistance. And then price started to break down. Yeah, we were thinking we are coming down. We had lower lows, lower highs. Okay, but again, price shot back up. Yeah, created a higher low. Yeah, but then once it broke this low, structurally, I was just looking for this. Yeah, a move back down to this blue line here, this 6250 level. All right, so structurally we were in a downtrend. And if we zoom in, we had this bearish candle, okay? And unlike Euro Canadian dollar, yeah, where the green candle stormed back up, we didn't have such an aggressive reaction yesterday, yeah? It sort of paused at our grey zone. So this would still be a trade for today. I'll still be looking to take this lower, okay? So yeah, that was the idea. Let's go to the H1 now. And again, guys, we just didn't get a trade. Yeah. So now it is at a very important area. Okay. So price, as we know, this was that day candle comes storming down, but then we got a build up in H1 structure. Okay. But now we're at this level here. Yeah. I would be looking for a breakdown in structure. Yeah, if we got something like this, a break of these lows, yeah, retest, I would come lower. So that's how I would trade it today. But let's focus on yesterday, guys. And the truth is, yeah, just because of that H1 structure, we didn't get a trade. Yeah, H1 structure become an uptrend. Okay, and is still currently in an uptrend. And yeah, once price hit our grey zone, this red candle, this red candle, this red candle, none of these candles tells me sellers have taken control. They are not bearish enough. Okay, so no trade on pound Canadian dollar either. The last trade from yesterday, it was another CAD pair, and it was New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. And again, yeah, this was a crazy push upwards as well. All right, so again for me, guys, it started creating a day trend. You want to see the bigger picture first. Apologies, I'm getting carried away this morning. So again, guys, large grey zone. This large grey zone is a weekly resistance level. Price come up, hit this weekly resistance level, and like Euro Canadian dollar, like pound Canadian dollar, I thought we were breaking down. Lower highs, lower lows. But no, price rallied, okay, come back up, All right, but then it's breaking back down again. This gray zone through here is an important gray zone. All right, so yeah, I think we can take price back down to here. Yeah, structurally we've broken an important area here, this gray zone that runs through here. Okay, and we had a very bearish candle. Not that the market cared about this candle yesterday, because again, news driven, yeah. And it also, guys, what gave weakness to the Canadian dollar was the push down in oil. Yeah, oil really shot down yesterday, guys. So yeah, this affected the Canadian dollar, though Canadian dollar and oil are highly correlated. Yeah, if oil shoots down, Canadian dollar will be weak. If oil shoots up, Canadian dollar will be strong. Okay, so that also affected the Canadian dollar. But yeah, we were just trying to take price back down to here. If we look at the H1, again, we didn't have a trade because H1 was building up. Yeah, it wasn't breaking down. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. The low didn't break, this held, and then we started to have higher highs. Okay, so structurally, I didn't like this trade. And again, you need your criteria, guys, to be met. Yeah, you need your criteria to be met. Know what you're going to do before you do it, and it will keep you out of trouble. So I like to be with H1 structure. I wasn't, and then H1 structure kept going, but it kept me out of trouble. So yesterday, guys, no trade on any of those CAD pairs that I mentioned. All right. So yeah, we knew it was going to be a tricky day because of all the news. Let's take a look at today's trades now. So guys, no trades yesterday, and also not helped by the amount of news yesterday. It's difficult to navigate the markets when there's so much news being released, and today's the same, guys. But if you learned something in the recap, especially on that Euro Canadian dollar trade, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button. We would love to have you, and it helps support the channel. Lovely jubbly. Right, so trade ideas for today. Before we do, guys, 3 things. Yeah, first of all, the Discord channel. Guys, we're in the process of launching our VIP rooms. There's loads of great data, information, and traders sharing their ideas. So yeah, come join our VIP Discord. Secondly, guys, every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m, we do our live stream. So thanks to everyone who turned up yesterday, and thanks to all the questions, guys. Always enjoy them. Always a great way to interact with you. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and I'll send you all the details. Yeah, all the information for all of these things are in the where are they? They are in the video description. Okay. Editor is happy. I'm happy. Let's look at today's trades, guys. All right. So trades for what's today as well? Thursday, the 2nd of February. So lots of trades ideas today, guys, but a lot of these are pound pairs. And obviously we've got the interest rate decision coming out for the pound, and we've got the interest rate coming out for the euro. So yeah, I'm going to show you these trades, but, you know, let's wait for the news, really. And then after that, all hell will break loose. But first trade idea for today, guys. Again, let me get this clear. These pound pairs that I'm going to show you are highly dependent on the news release today. All right, so let's see what that does first. But what I'm seeing is this. This is pound Swiss franc. Okay, and I have been looking to buy this pair. Yeah, because it was in this uptrend, but it never pushed through this area of resistance. Okay, and we were trying to take it to the top of this range. Yeah, that was the idea. But for the last 2 days, we have stormed down. Yeah, I believe that's a technical term, stormed down. It's broke these lows, and even yesterday broke this grey zone as well, breaking these lows. So the idea is just to carry price back down to this 1150 level. Okay, if we zoom in a little bit now, you can see those candles more clearly. Look how bearish this one is, and then this one. Okay, so like I say, let's carry on this downward momentum back down to this blue line, but the pound interest rate decision will have something to say about this. But I'm just showing you what I'm seeing on the charts, guys. So yeah, that's how we're looking to trade back down to this blue line. If we look at the H1 chart now, yeah, we're just looking at this gray zone. If I zoom out, like really zoom out, yeah, okay, good. You can see why this gray zone is important. Yeah, it's reacted here, here, here. I hope you can see that. I can barely see it. But I just wanted to show you historically that price has reacted in this gray zone. All right. If we zoom back in now, so you can actually see something. Yeah, we just want price to come back up into here somewhere. We want to see a bearish reaction. Yeah, and then we can enter the trade. Once we get that, we can take price back down to these lows if we get a risk to reward of 1:1. If we don't, we'll just let it carry on a little bit, and then I'll close 80% and then leave 20% to run down to our higher time frame target. If price, again, you know me, guys, if price starts breaking H1 structure and coming up, not interested. Okay. But yeah, from here down. All right, guys. So that's pound Swiss franc. The next one is pound yen. Obviously, all of these pairs are highly correlated, guys. So if we look at pound yen on the day chart, and what I'm seeing, guys, is a range. Yeah, it's ranging from this gray zone back down to this gray zone. It's going bang, 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 bang. Yeah, bang, bang, bang is also a technical term you must learn. But it's in a range. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing, guys, from here down to here. All right, so we just want to continue this range. And what also gives us an extra piece of confidence is the fact that this candle, yeah, I don't like the wick on this candle. You know me, guys, and wicks. I have a wick problem. Some people are addicted to alcohol, nicotine. Me, it's wicks. Yeah, I must see a doctor. But yeah, this wick. However, this low of this candle has just broken. Okay, let me show you how you can tell, guys. All right, so let me just show you on on TradingView. So if I hover over this candle, yeah, you will see figures appear here. See these figures here? Okay, so let me hover over this candle again. Yeah, you can see the high, the low, and the close and open of the trade. So you've got O for open, H for high, L for low, C for close. So the low of that candle was 159.50. Yeah, you can all see that. If I then go to our entry candle, our daily candle, the close was 159.49. So we know, yeah, the close of this body just broke these lows. Okay, so it gives me an extra bit of confidence to take price back down to here because we just about have lower lows. So this last low has broken. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're seeing here, guys. We want to take price lower. If we drop down to the H1 chart now, yeah, I'm just looking for price to react in this gray zone. So price has reacted here, yeah, here, here, and here. All right, so if price comes up into this gray zone and we get a bearish reaction, when I say bearish reaction, guys, it could be a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. It could be just a bearish candle. It could be a breakdown in M15 structure. It could also be a bearish H4 candle. Yeah, we need to look at all of these things. Once we get that, I can take price back down to here, close 80% because that's how I roll, and then leave 20% to run. Okay. Again, this will be highly dependent on the pound interest rate decision. Next one, guys, is pound Canadian dollar, our old buddy from yesterday. So, yeah, not much has changed here, guys. I haven't even changed my grey zones. So, yeah, as we know from the recap, guys, price tried to break down from this weekly resistance up here, shot back up. Yeah, but again, started to break down. Yeah, we broke these lows and we're now seeing lower highs, potentially. Yeah. Okay. And we have lower lows. And yeah, we have this very bearish candle that formed a couple of days ago. And also yesterday's candle. Yeah, yesterday's candle doesn't tell me buyers are back. We have this wick. And look at the candle before it. Yeah, sellers are still in control of this market. So the idea is to take price back down to this 6,250 level. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. If we look at the H1, what do we want to see? So it's in our grey zone. Yeah, it's come up. H1 structure has started to build up, and it's in our H1 uptrend. Okay, it'll be interesting to see if we start breaking these highs. If we don't get higher highs, this is a bit of a red flag. And then all I want to do is see price break down. So once we break these lows here, maybe it does this. Yeah. But once we break these lows, the H1 is then in a downtrend. We've got lower highs, lower lows. Okay. Then I will start trading this pair and short it back down to the lows, and then even our higher time frame target. All right, so we're in our grey zone. I want to see a H1 structure breakdown. All right, guys. So yeah, they're all the pound trades. Again, I keep reiterating the interest rate decision today is going to highly dictate what those pairs do, obviously. But there's a couple more things I'm looking at, guys. And before I do, if you're enjoying this analysis and would like to receive these trade ideas every single morning, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash that like button. Help support the channel. Yeah, so obviously US dollar, yeah, because of the Fed interest rate, it was less hawkish, shall we say. Yeah, they only raised it by 25 basis points. The one before that was 50 basis points. The one before that was 75 basis points. So for those reasons, it's become less hawkish. Still hawkish, but less hawkish. So that's why the dollar took a bit of a hit. And two trades I'm looking at because of that hit to the dollar are these. Okay, so the first one is this. This is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. Okay, yeah, and you can see there's this grey zone through here. Okay, just to show you that grey zone. And if we zoom in, you can see price has started to break down from this grey zone. Yeah, we had a bit of indecision, but then we had a break. Yeah, this candle here broke these last lows, and that's what I love to see. I love to see previous day lows broke if we're looking to the downside, or highs broke if we're looking to the upside. So I think we can just take price back down to this psychological level of 12800. Okay, got about 50 pips. We've got about 50 pips of room. So yeah, a good trade if we can get into it. If we look at the H1, where do I want to see it react? Ignore this grey zone, guys. Ignore this grey zone up here. That's that large daily grey zone. This is the grey zone we're interested in here. This one here. Okay, because prices reacted here, 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 here. Okay. Then if we zoom in again, I just want price to retrace up to here. We need a retrace, guys, because the target is so close. Once we get a retrace and a bearish reaction, we can then take price back down to this 128 level. All right, guys, so a bearish reaction in this grey zone. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do, short US dollar Japanese yen. Our final trade is this, is gold. You are gold. I'm going to sing that every time we look at gold, so please don't make me look at gold. Let's look at the day chart, guys. Let's look at the weekly chart. Okay, so yeah, we're in this crazy strong uptrend. Yeah, crazy strong. And I still think we have a bit more room up to these weekly highs here. Okay, so that's the plan, to buy up to these weekly highs here. If we then drop down to the day chart, this gives us a clearer picture of why we're doing this. So yeah, price has been in a very strong uptrend. We've had very little retrace, but we have had a retrace yesterday. And remember from yesterday, I was willing to buy this, but because of all the Fed interest rate decision news, yeah, I stayed out. But that less hawkish dollar made the dollar weak and price pushed up. Okay, so we've had that retrace that we were looking for. We've had that retrace and then a push up. And look how beautifully it hits the moving average 20. A lot of people ask me, why do I use the moving average 20? And it's for that reason. It's like dynamic support or resistance. And we've got this candle here, bullish candle. Okay, so the idea is just to take price back up to this blue line. All right. So guys, yeah, let's drop down to the H1 chart now to see how we can trade this. So if we drop down to the H1 chart, okay, it's tricky. So if price did do this, happy days. If price come all the way back down to this grey zone, because we have all this reaction here. Yeah, so if price come back down to this grey zone, we get a bullish reaction. We could then take price back up to these highs, close 80% and leave 20% to run. Okay, that would be a great trade. All right, but because this is so bullish, it might not retrace all the way to this grey zone. Therefore, yeah, what might happen is this, you know, price comes back up. Perhaps we get a bullish H1 reaction here. Perhaps we get one here. We don't know, guys, but we can trade the first bullish candle. Yeah, the first candle that tells us buyers are in control. Maybe it's here. We get a candle that tells us that. We can take price back up to here, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. All right, guys, but we are looking to buy gold. Right, guys, so yeah, they're all the trade ideas for today. If you've enjoyed those trade ideas, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash the like button. I give you my trade ideas every day. So yeah, come join us. Let's take a look at the news now, guys. Okay, guys, so an equally busy news day, yeah, for Thursday, the 2nd of February. So if we scroll down, guys, yeah, the first important big daddy news is this. At 12 midday, London GMT, we've got the Bank of England interest rate decision, and they look to increase it by 50 basis points. But there's loads of other data that comes out at the same time. So all of this data is really going to move the pound, guys. Yeah, like really going to. All right, so must be aware of this. If we carry on down, guys, at 1:15, London GMT, we've then got the European Central Bank interest rate decision. So we've got two humongous interest rate decisions, guys. Yeah. And again, we've got a slew of data, all equally important. Deposit facility rate, yeah, the monetary policy, all of these things are really going to move the market. If that's not enough, guys, at 1:30, we've got initial jobless claims coming out of the US. So again, this will move any US dollar pair. And then we have the press conferences, guys. Yeah, so we've got 1:45, we've got the ECB press conference, and at 2:15, we've got the Bank of England governor speaking. Both of these press conferences will be speaking about the interest rate decision and how they arrived at that decision. So these make the markets just as volatile, if not more volatile, than the actual release of the data. And then if we carry on down, yeah, the head of the ECB speaking some more. She doesn't stop speaking. She's speaking here at 3:15 and she's speaking here at 6:30. Okay, so she will have a sore throat, much like myself, by the end of the day. But yeah, guys, yeah, brace yourself. Another busy news day. But yeah, that's it. If you've enjoyed this vid, then please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash that like button. Help support the channel, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vid and I'll see you tomorrow.